All this thing happening on social media, Enenche and I just they laugh. Pride makes you diminish people that God use.
Welcome to Eagle Focus TV. Thank you for coming back to my channel to watch video. This video you're about to watch is very, very interesting. Make sure you watch it to the end. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, share it, and remain blessed.
Pride make you diminish people that God use. That's why all this thing happening on social media, Enenche and I just they laugh. Pride makes you diminish people that God use. Ebe could be saying some things that does not align with scriptures. People who know are just watching and laughing over the whole stuff. You see, and I was speaking to somebody today.
Last Sunday, somebody laughed at me in his church and called me a thief and called me a rat, claiming to give birth to an elephant. And he said that they are from the generation of giants. And he forgot that it's a small David that killed a giant Goliath.
We are from the generation of giants. If you are an offspring of a lion, you cannot be a rat. Did you hear what I just said?
Then the video went out within the week, and he discovered that the person is calling a giant actually was given birth to by the rat. And now they are quiet because they don't know which other videos are lined up to be released. The reason why we release the video is because they say I was lying, and it's important for me as a leader to show that I was not lying. So we gave them small evidence so that they can see that we are not lying. 1997, we were there training those giants how to pray. The video is in circulation, and we have more evidence. I'm just waiting. Let them just come out again, then they will see fire.
I was speaking to somebody 2 days back. I asked the person, are these pastors born again? Because if you are born again, you will not lie. You will not be lying with boldness and calling people rats. There's one person in Port Harcourt calling Ebe rat. I said, is he safe? Would Jesus have called Ebe rat because of he made such a true claim? I knew when Pastor Enenche was carrying the Bible of Joshua Telena as his boy. Do you know how I knew? Abel, Damina, Pastor Joshua, all of them are all children of my spiritual father who came here.
Jesus is the only one that had what we call the divine incumbents. The divine what? Incumbents. Every other prophet and kings of the world with angels, they have their end. But this one is everlasting. Yes. The Bible said he's seated on the throne, adored by the angels, proclaimed by saints, and feared by the devil. Did you get it? Yeah. I said it's the only one seated on the throne, adored by the angels, proclaimed by saints, and feared by the devil. So tonight, I am talking on the supernatural versus super mystical.
It's just that the man is too humble not to talk. He raised Ebe's father. Ebe's father was a member of his church. He helps Ebe to start the church where Ebel is. So in the whole of Nigeria, there is no preacher, I say with some sense of responsibility, that have the fire that my father have. No preacher in the whole of Nigeria. So his prayer fire, none of them has. So when you look at Abel, the way he pray, you see my spiritual father's fingerprint. You look at Joshua, You see my finger, spiritual father's fingerprint. And you look at Enenche, you also see it. Enenche does not pray like Oyedepo. Oyedepo don't pray like that. It doesn't pray like Adeboye that he's claiming to be their fathers and fathers. Now, in fact, I was even confused. Adeboye called Enenche his son. Oyedepo called Enenche his son. So I don't know whose son is he.
Years ago, in Otupo, I went there to preach to some young students. And we were praising God. One of the products of that meeting is my beloved son, Paul Enenche.
Church. All these father son things, I don't even know where we are taking it to. Yeah, my son. Yeah, my father. Shut up! We have taken members away from God. Nobody is saying, I belong to Jesus. It is, I am spiritual son of this, spiritual father of that, spiritual son of this. So, all those stuff, they are lying and talking. I asked myself, do they even read Revelation 21? That say, all liars. You could be anointed, but when you lie. I know 3 or 4 preachers that if they have not touched Enenche's life, there will be no Enenche. And Oyedepo is not one of them. Neither is Adeboye. We were there in Abuja when all those meetings were holding. I was attending them. I was sneaking him attending the meetings. So we know all those stuff. So, but there's no glory in all this stupid fight. You get my point? And I look at it and say, these people just need to leave this space. They have polluted the air. They have found the air with what is not. They should just leave the space and let us fight and get these souls, because people are dying and going to hell from the church. I mean, people are going to hell from the church. And they're talking about spiritual sons, spiritual fathers, spiritual nonsense. It's crazy. So you don't diminish those who lay foundation for your success. Even if it was a cup of water they gave you, recognize it. It is pride that makes people diminish such things. It's pride that makes people diminish such things. Pride is overestimation of self. So when you overestimate yourself, you diminish people who help you and you call them rats. People that without them you will not exist. Somebody called you. You met somebody that say you want to go to the UK for your medical, to go and do medical, you and your wife. Then you come back to Nigeria and be doing, and the person now say, well, let me hear from God. And the person heard from God and called the following day and said, God is saying go to Abuja. Why won't you value that? For God's sake. Why can't you just humble yourself and say, I recognize him. God use him. It will not take anything from you. Do you think it is cheap for somebody to call you and say, come, go to Abuja? That's where God says you start ministry. And you went and you got the result. And you are diminishing such a person. And you think you are bigger than him. Even if you begin to gather the whole people like Ronaldo, that doesn't mean you are bigger than that person. You are not big. Bigness is not in the crowd. It's not crowd or fun. That's not what makes that you are big. That's why by the time they die and go, their churches also go with them. Because it is fake. It's not real. It's a balloon. It's not real. You don't diminish a person who call you. Let's assume my coming to Kenya, anybody called me and said, come. The Lord is saying, go to Kenya. And I came here. No matter how great we become, I'll be bringing that person every year to honor him so that he see the fruit of his work. I mean, of that direction he gave me. But in my own case, I was praying and God spoke to me. You get my point? You don't devalue them. You don't diminish them. It's not easy because you'll have been somewhere doing your medical practice and nobody will know you. That initial direction, if it does not happen, Oyedepo will not have known you. Adeboye will not have known you. Now they are all coming because you built a big house. They are all coming because you have money. And all the Abuja wealth you gathered and you sow a seed to them. I knew when they took 500,000. Let me not go into those stories. All these people. And that is how when I look at all these things, I say, God, thank you for helping me to check, to see all these things. You now begin to ask yourself, where are we going? Which heaven are we going to? Which heaven are we going to? The Spirit of Christ in you will make you value those who make contributions to your life. No matter how small. No matter how small. Are you understanding what I'm saying?